How you doing, guys? Before we start, I just want to say please like, subscribe, share, comment, engage with the platform. Engage with the video so we can get a better outreach. On that thought, the program will start momentarily. How you doing, guys? It's a Friday afternoon, and how's your day going? Mine going alright, if you're wondering. With this video, I want to tackle on a certain topics that's been circling around the media lately, that's been pushing and propagandizing, or that's propaganda is ensuing with this thought. Alright. The media is propagandizing this. Is that even a word? Alright. And what I'm going to talk about is that racial hate against Asian people, just pushing this narrative of Asian lives matter. For the record, I just want to say that I don't believe in racism. I don't believe racism exists. I do believe that good and evil exists. Love and hate. Because when you look at racism, what is it? After all, it's good and evil, right? Racism is bad. It's evil. Love and hate. What's racism? Racism is hate. This is why I don't believe racism. I believe people have hate in their heart and evil in their heart. That's why there's no such thing as racism, I think. And the media is pushing this propaganda that Asian people are being hated on. No, I think it's just misinterpreted. That Asian people are being victims. You know what? I just want to say this. I am not a victim. Stop generalizing Asian people. Stop putting them in a group. We are not a monolith. We do not think alike. All right? The people that I think are monolith, are liberal-minded Asian people who don't know their history, about what their ancestors go through to come to a free nation like America. All right? There's a reason why we came to America, so we could escape socialism, communism. Because if they're not aware, most Asian countries have some kind of form of socialism involving the country that caused them to flee. Cambodia, Vietnam, China, North Korea, Korea Peninsula. All these countries have some kind of form of socialism. That's why we escaped that kind of tyranny. All right, to come to a free country like America. Sure, America had their history of hatreds, but for America, we keep improving. We don't exhibit that anymore. We don't go backwards. All right? To go backwards, that's unproductive for America. That's why this new law passed to improve the situation we are living in right now. So to say America is a bad place to live is asinine. All right? Coming back to my original thought of Asian hatred. No, I don't believe that people are hating on Asian people right now. All right? They want to use a narrative that mass shooting, right, in Atlanta was geared towards Asian people. No, it just happened to be owned by Asian people, right? For example, if say like a demographic like Arabic owned a massage parlor, and the guy was aiming a massage parlor, just happened to be owned by Arabs, the narrative would be killed by Arabs or something like that. I'm just giving an example, right? It's just, the thing is, Asian people just happen to own a massage parlor. All right? It could be owned by anybody. And what the media is not telling you, that within that shooting, there was Hispanic people that was shot and white people that was shot too. To try to stir a narrative that Asian are being attacked. Asian are not being attacked. If Asian are being attacked, if the only people, in my opinion, are being attacked is the liberal people are attacking Asian people. Because when you look at it, look in the past few months, who created the most discrimination against Asian people? The liberals. Look at what's going on in academia. They're being discriminated by liberal colleges. Yale, Harvard, tried to deny entry because of what? because they're able to get high scores on the SATs, and they're being discriminated for that. And it's conducted by the Asian nah, it's conducted by the liberal side of things. That's what it is. I give you experiences. When I was in college, I experienced that that's liberal are very judgmental compared to people with that have a that's a very conservative, right minded. I'm more welcome with the conservative group. They're more welcoming. They're more engaging with me compared to the liberals. The liberals, they they like to prejudge. All right, based on my experiences. Based on my experiences, the liberals mainly is the liberal whites. They're very they have the stereotypical mindset of how people are. They think they're what I'm trying to say. They're belittling people of different descent because when I was in college, based on my experiences, is black and white, all right, between different groups. The conservative whites, they're more engaging with me. They're more outspoken, more inclusive with me, right? And what the classes I meet them in it was in blue collar classes like mechanics, shop class, trade class. But when I'm entering my when I meet the liberal whites, they're usually in my literature class, gender study class. They don't want to even talk to me. But the conservative right side Caucasian, they're more willing to talk to me. So it leads to my conclusion that the people that are conducting the most racist behavior are mainly the liberals. That's just my opinion. And yet again, they categorize Asian people as white. Basically, when they see a statistic that doesn't fit their narrative, that Asian people are what are score higher than what compared to the white people. They lump us with the white people. But yet again, they're very discriminatory towards Asian people, the liberals. But at least to my point that if there is such thing of racism, I believe it's coming from the left. I never experienced any hatred or racism from the right. It's always love from them. But when it comes to the left, it's always group you into a group, make you a victim here and there. I am not a victim. Don't make me a victim. Asian lives matter. What? Where are Asians being slaughtered besides those isolated incidents? All right, what happened in Atlanta is basically an isolated incident. You do not hear Caucasian attacking Asian people. If anything, according to statistics, this is pure data. You can look it up. Don't take my word for it. Mainly, Asians are most likely to be attacked by blacks than they are attacked by Asians. I mean, attacked by whites, Caucasians. All right, it's in statistics. First is black on black crime, then it's black on Asian crime. There's rarely any instance where Caucasian attack Asian people. Right, and if it does happen, it's an isolated incident. Is most likely not likely that it's caused by race. If anything, Asian people are more accepted to biracial. What are the most? I commonly see Asian women date Caucasian male all the time. Right? How's that racism? Who is killing Asian people? That's what I want to say. Want to know who is killing this? Is a narrative constructed by the mainstream media? Asian lives matter. What the hell is that? It should be all lives matter. Stop pushing Asian people in this small minority who thinks this, that, and that because of the liberal media propagate this false narrative. It doesn't make any sense. Asian lives matter. Since when do we perpetuate ourselves as victims? Since when do we put ourselves as victims? Right? If the people that we want to go against is probably the liberal side of things, who made us into victims. If that's the case, by discriminating against us based on our test scores, right? Asian people need to wake up. You're being used. Do not be pawns like every other demographic that's used by the liberal media. Right? You're smarter than that. We do not fall for this. All right. And when I say Asian, there Asian is a very broad term. There's more. There's other. Asian is a broad term because that's like saying African is that all black people are African. No, there's all black people are not African. African is just only describing continents. All right. There's um, Moroccan, South African, um, Nigerians. You gotta be specific. All right. Asian, there is Cambodians, Vietnamese, Laotians, Thai, Chinese. We don't act the same. We don't think the same. So to say that Asian lives matter, no, some Asians don't agree with that. Some Asians don't even get along with other Asians. So how do we agree that all Asians believe that all that believe this narrative that all Asian life matter? It should be all lives matter. It's all a propaganda tool to divide people. That's what it is. All these lives matter mumbo jumbo is division created by the leftist media. That's what I think. And I just got to put it out there. I just got to make some video that's pointing out this racial against Asian people. It's just get on my nerve when I see all these when I see Asian people put in a group like that. Like, no, it doesn't make any sense. Since when are Asian people being attacked, being killed? How often Asians are being killed by cops? How often Asians are being chased by Caucasians? I see a lot of Asians get mugged by blacks than I do get mugged by Caucasian people. It's not against African American or blacks, but that's basically the statistic, and I see it with my own eyes. All right, living in the city, I see a lot of these things happen, and I don't think it's towards racism. Maybe it's towards when I see people get mugged. Maybe it's towards some desperations, all right, or or a stereotype that Asian people are easy targets. And we won't fight back, which I think is kind of I don't know, maybe kind of true. I mean, if it is true, we need to stand up for that. Asians shouldn't be pushed over like that. But we are not perpetual victims. But in the end of things, I just believe that there's no such thing as racism. There's only love and hate, good and evil. It's a spiritual battle we're facing right now. And this narrative that they're pushing through is basically a division tactics, trying to lump Asian into this very small demographic, try to marginalize Asian people. Right? We're not victims. All lives matter. Asian, including blacks, including Hispanics. All these people lives matter. That's what I think. And these people are protesting that all Asian lives matter. Don't be a pawn in the scheme of things. Open up your eyes. All right, no pun intended. Open up your eyes, and and because of all these things, sometimes people come up with jokes and stuff. Just relax. It's just jokes. All right. There's basically people getting offended by old jokes, and they have to come apologize. I don't know if you're aware of this, that Jay Leno had to apologize for making old racist Asian jokes. I'm like, come on, is this a joke? You gotta learn when to take something serious and when to take it not serious. If it's ill intent, yes, I understand. You might get mad, but it's not ill intent. It's just a joke, just lighten up the mood. Just relax. How come all of a sudden you're offended right now, and prior before that you're not offended? People like to nit and pick what to be offended and what not to be offended about. But I just gotta put this video out there. My perspective of all these thing that's going on right now, Asian hate, hate against Asians. I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to victim mentality. I'm not a victim. All right, but on that note, guys, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next episode. Have a good day.